What's up, guys? This is Harry Mack, freestyle extraordinaire, and I'm stoked to be here with Toyquest101. Let's get it.
My name is Elian. This is my father, Miguel.
And we are so excited to have the Harry Mack on our show, guys. For those who don't know, he has gone viral on the streets of Venice Beach with his freestyle and rapping. I mean, he goes up to random people and asks them to contribute into the rap, and he incorporates it in his freestyle. He's been on Ellen DeGeneres. He has his own album. He's rapped alongside Macklemore and Kendrick Lamar on radio stations. I mean, this guy's blowing up. And man, dude, I am so excited. Thank you for accepting our invitation and supporting kids with autism and special needs, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, my pleasure, man. Thank you so much for reaching out.
Awesome, man. So before we get to the main part of the video, right? Because obviously we all want to hear you rap. I think it's amazing. We want our viewers and everybody watching to get a little, get a little bit to know you a little bit more. So, Ileana, why don't you go ahead and start with the first question?
At what age did you realize you loved music and wanted to be a rapper?
That's a great question. So I've been a musician basically my whole life. I've always been drawn to music, attracted to music. Apparently when I was a baby, I would drum on the high chair tray, and I used to crawl towards the speaker and stuff as a little kid and vibrate to the music and things like that. I have no memory of any of that, but that's what my parents tell me. And I started playing the violin when I was 7. That was my first instrument.
Oh, nice.
And that was sort of, my parents' recommendation. Because when you're that young, I didn't really have too much of a preference. They said, hey, let's get some music lessons going for you. How about the violin? And I was like, okay, whatever. And by the time I was like 9 or 10 years old, I kind of started to have my own sort of passion towards what I wanted to do with music. And so right around that age of 10, I realized I wanted to be a drummer. And so I was begging my parents to get me a drum set. And I also realized that I had fallen in love with hip hop music, and I wanted to, participate in hip hop culture in some capacity. So that's right when I started, writing my first raps and, carrying around like a rhyme book, a journal of lyrics basically everywhere that I went. So I would say 10 years old is about the time when I really started falling in love with rapping and hip hop in particular, and kind of laying the foundation for what I do now.
Dude, that's awesome. So when you were at school, were you rapping at school too? Because I remember when I was in school, we used to be at the lunch table, doing the grinding beat was a popular one, right?
Yeah.
And we used to rap and get in trouble all the time, even though we didn't know what we were doing. But is that something you did along school or done any talent shows, stuff like that?
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, we must be around the same age, dude, because the grinding beat was massive, man. That was just like every day in middle school in the lunchroom on the table.
Yeah.
And I was right when the Neptunes were taking off and everything.
Yep.
And yeah, man, we would have little lunchroom battles. I got humiliated, man. I lost to this dude. He's actually really dope. We became friends, but he was in 6th grade and I was in 7th grade, right? So I was older than him. So I'm supposed to, know what to do.
Yeah.
And he beat me, man. He definitely beat me in that battle. That was my first ever battle. But yeah, we were always rapping in the lunchroom and freestyling and all that stuff, man.
That's awesome, dude. Now, speaking of that, you growing up, Iana's got another question for you.
Yeah.
What influenced you or inspired you throughout your life?
Oh man, there's been so many influences throughout my life, but I'll point out some of the really key influences in terms of what I do now with improvisation and freestyling, right? So the first exposure that I had to improv lyricism, right, was actually Wayne Brady on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Really?
Yeah, which is a little unexpected maybe, but basically, I think I was in 3rd grade, and my mom, had been watching Whose Line Is It Anyway? And she was like, you got to check this guy out. It's amazing what he does. And, I was just a little kid. And even though Whose Line Is It Anyway is maybe more of an adult show or whatever, she was like, it's important that you see this. You know what I mean? And so I got to check it out. And what Wayne used to do is he would like have an audience member come down, and then he would learn a few tidbits about them. You know, what's your name? What do you do for a living? Where are you from? Hobbies, that type of thing. So he would get a few bullet points, right? And then he would basically just make up a song on the spot, usually singing, not rapping, but he would create this song on the spot, and it was brilliant, you know, and it would have like a chorus, and it would come back, you know, parts would come back around. I mean, it was really high level improv with lyrics and words incorporated with music, and it blew my mind. And I remember as a third grader, I was just like, you know, I looked at my mom and I was like, all right, well, that's impossible what he just did. So what's the trick? You know, and I remember she said, no, like, he's just that great. You know, he's that incredible at what he does. And so that really sparked the curiosity, and I would go around the house and try to make up my own little songs. I was lucky because my parents were really supportive, and, you know, I remember my mom would be like, oh, do a song about, you know, going to school, do a song about when we drive to the beach, you know, for a long weekend, do a song about this, whatever, your lunch, you know, the cereal you're eating. And so I would just, you know, I had that support, and it was all just fun. So I was just, you know, making up my own little songs. And one more person I got to mention too, you know, who was really, really important when I got to be in 6th grade, you know, so I was like 11, 12 years old, maybe. You know, I used to walk to the record store and buy like hip hop CDs, and they would put out like some of their top picks from the people who worked at the store, you know? And so one week, one of the top picks, it was by this dude named Supernatural, and it was called The Lost Freestyle Files.
Yeah.
And so I had never heard of Supernatural. At that time, but I was into freestyling, so I bought the CD on a whim, and that CD, Supernatural, The Lost Freestyle Files, changed my life and just blew my mind to a whole nother degree. It was the Wayne Brady thing, but it was hip hop. You know, it was in the context of hip hop, and so the album was just like bootleg recordings, freestyles on the radio, battles he had done, ciphers he was in, you know, all types of different recordings of him freestyling off the top. And again, the way that, and for those who don't know, Supernat is like the greatest freestyler, you know, to ever exist, and has been a huge influence on me. But yeah, the way that he freestyles, it sounds like it's written. And it's that unbelievable, but yet it's incorporating everything that's around him, right? So it is always proving to the audience that, you know, it has to be improvised. And so that level, I was like, whoa, that's how high it can be taken. And I didn't even realize how deep this freestyle thing went. And that set me on my little journey, man, at 12 years old, to like, let me figure out how to get to that level, you know, and see if I can hang with the big dogs, so to speak.
Bro, listen, we got to be the same age, because I used to watch Whose Line Is It Anyway. Ileana actually knows him from The Masked Singer. I believe he won the 2nd season of The Masked Singer, and he's super talented. I mean, he could sing, he could improvise. I mean, he's super talented.
He's brilliant.
That's awesome to know. I didn't know that. I mean, I've obviously watched you a lot more. I've never known that about you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So speaking about the big boys, right? If you had a chance to be featured on someone's album, who would it be and why?
Oh man, that's a great question. I think if I had the opportunity to be featured on anybody's album, I would want to be featured on the Roots album. Because the Roots are, you know, yeah.
All right.
That's one of my favorite bands. And again, you know, with my background being, you know, I'm a drummer as well. You know, I went to college for jazz drumming and stuff, and gigged professionally as a drummer for years, you know, up until recently, you know. But so I love like instrumental music as well, and I love jazz, and I love the drums. And so in the Roots, it's like there's two idols for me, you know. Yes, Black Thought, one of the greatest MCs of all time, right, who is a huge influence on me in terms of rap, but also Questlove, he was arguably more so at the front, you know what I mean, in terms of the image of the group. Everybody knows Questlove, and so and he's one of the greatest drummers ever. So yeah, that would be my answer.
That's such a good pick. That is awesome, man. All right, Ileana, why don't you go ahead with your third question?
Talk to us about when you first went viral, and at what point did you realize this was a life-changing moment?
Yeah, great question. So I first There were two moments. So I'll tell you. I'll try to keep it short. I know I like to talk a lot, but
No,
I get excited.
It's all good.
There were kind of two key moments of virality. The first one came out of nowhere. You know, I had been freestyling since I was 12 years old. All through college, I would freestyle and rock parties and stuff like that. We even had a band that was kind of inspired by the Roots. Me and all my jazz friends, they would play instruments and I would freestyle. So, you know, everybody in my like community at college and my family, friends from back home in Portland, they all knew what I do, you know, but I hadn't yet shown it to the world. And, you know, everyone was always telling me, you know, you got to put it out there. You got to put it out there. And I was always resistant to that, you know, and now looking back, I realize it's because I was afraid, you know. A lot of times as artists and creative people, we're afraid to put ourselves out there. You know, right. It's scary. It feels scary. So it can be hard to take that first step. So luckily for me, I kind of got pushed into it without even knowing. What happened was my friend Jacob is a great jazz piano player. And he had just made a jazz album, but he wanted to come up with like a creative way to promote his jazz album. So he was like, all right, let me remix one of these jazz songs, turn it into a hip hop beat. And then he hit me up and said, Harry, I got this hip hop remix for my jazz album and I would love for you to freestyle over it. And I want to do something creative. Maybe we drive down Sunset Boulevard. You'll be driving and I'll film you and you can just freestyle about all the changing scenery. So people know, you know, okay, it's really off top. It's really a freestyle, right? And so we made that video. This was back in December 2016. And, you know, we just did one take. It took like half an hour. We got some lunch afterwards. I think he might have Venmo'd me like $50 or something. And that was it. You know, it was a favor for a friend. I forgot about it. About a week later, you know, he posted it. And, you know, I was asleep for a nap on this Saturday or whatever. And I woke up and my roommate at the time was like, yo, you're going viral right now. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, yo, look, you're upvoted to #1 on Reddit videos. And, you know, I didn't know even what that meant necessarily. I wasn't, you know, but I did know that when I went to the video on YouTube and checked it out, I was hitting refresh and the views were going up in like chunks of hundreds, you know what I mean, at a time. And so that was massive because it opened my eyes to sort of my own potential. And it sort of shook me out of that fear. Right? Where, you know, I for so long I'd been too afraid to put myself out there. And this video, which didn't go crazy viral, right? It got like 100,000 views overnight, which is awesome. But I mean, to go right to that from nothing, you know, just this one video opened my eyes and lit a fire in me. It's like, wow, man, like if I really focus on this and actually try to build something with this, you know, I wonder how far I can take it. And so that's kind of what started everything. And so that's the first time. And then the second time, real quick, that I really went viral was February of 2017, right? This first one was the end of 2016 in December. A couple months later, because I had now been rededicated myself to making this freestyle thing work, we did a video in Venice Beach on the boardwalk called Venice Beach Freestyle Part 1. Very creative title. But that one really went crazy. And you know, it blew up, especially on Facebook, and kind of everybody saw it, and it opened up a lot of doors for cool opportunities that came later. So, yeah.
Dude, listen, first off, I think you're amazing. I mean, the talent that's involved in this is amazing. And I'm you know, I like music. I'm not a musician myself. My family's big into music. My brother's a drummer, loves jazz. His dad is a big jazz guy, also a drummer. My uncle's a musician, does rock. But man, the talent, and it's crazy because I feel like every video I see, because leading up to our interview, I've been watching more videos and getting her to see some. And the more we see videos, I feel like the better they get, man. Yeah. And it's funny because we're in weird times right now, right? Usually we have guests come live onto our show, and now we're forced to do this video thing, which is all good. But for you, it's kind of like a you know, a light in a shining tunnel, right? In a dark tunnel, because now you're on Omegle, you're on Twitch, and you're doing happy hours and going live and streaming, and people starting to know you. And now it's a thing where you pop up on somebody's screen, they're like, oh my goodness, it's Harry Mack, right?
Yeah.
And then they already know what the deal is. And I feel like every video that you do, the next one trumps the other one and trumps the other one and trumps the other one. It's freaking amazing, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, I mean, I love practicing. You know, ever since I was a kid, man. I mean, the violin, my parents had to kind of like tell me to practice, you know. But even then, you know, I appreciated it. Like, because I even back then as a kid, you know, 8 or 9 years old, I saw that if I invest time into it, I'll get better. You know, and so even with the violin, you know, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't feel like practicing, whatever. I want to play N64, you know, or whatever. But still, you know, even then, but especially when I got to the drums and when it came to rapping, you know, because those were kind of my choice from my heart. I just fell in love with practicing and working at it and getting better. And I don't think that'll ever go away. People will hear what I'm doing now and they're like, oh man, like you already got it. Like, what are you practicing for? And I'm like, what? I'm practicing for my soul, you know, first of all. And second of all, you know, there's always room to grow. There's always areas to improve, whatever it is in life, and especially in music. You know, I mean, music is limitless. You know, I'm trying to achieve levels like Miles Davis. You know, one note from the trumpet makes your heart stop. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like, you know, I want to be like Nas, you know, with Illmatic, where it's like, as soon as you hear it, it's undeniably great, you know. So yeah, I love working at music. I'm obsessed with music, man. It fires me up talking about it, and it inspires me to no end. So I appreciate you saying that the videos seem like they're improving. I'm always trying to improve. That's my goal. So
yeah, it's crazy because I feel like my mind is blown into one, and then I see another one, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so much better. Eliana, come here, look at this. It's so cool. But
that's awesome.
Speaking of your accomplishments, right? Because
it
hasn't been a long time. It's been a couple years. You've accomplished so much, but now we're finally getting Harry Mack merchandise. All right.
Yeah.
So talk to us about what can we expect and where can your fans find your product?
Yeah. So we actually we just did like an exclusive merch run like a couple weeks ago, and so all of those designs, it was super dope. We dropped like a few t-shirt designs and then a couple snapback hats. And all of those designs, they were only available for a week. So they're all gone, but we have new merch coming very, very soon. I'm not sure the exact date, but definitely, you know, in time for the holidays. And yeah, so we're excited to launch some new merch that will be available for the long term, not just for the 1 week. But we wanted to set things off with kind of the exclusive merch drop to just get everybody really excited. And the love was crazy, man. People really supported, and we got a lot of orders, and it was our first time doing that, so you never know how it's gonna go, but I was totally blown away by the love. It's crazy.
Hey man, that's awesome. That's how you gotta start too, man. And
yeah,
you know, of course, in the bio of our video, for those who are watching, we're gonna have all the links to Harry Mack's social media, his website, just everything for you guys to go and check him out and support him. And just stay tuned because we're gonna have him drop a demo for us, which is gonna be exciting for us. But before we do that, I do have one more important question. All right, and this is kind of for our viewers because we're a show that inspires kids with autism and special needs. So a lot of our viewers out there want to pursue a career in music. For us, we like to inspire kids with autism and special needs to pursue their dreams and wishes. Can you give them some words of encouragement or advice for those who want to be involved in music or be a rapper like you?
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, to anybody that has aspirations to, you know, be a musician professionally, be a rapper, be an artist of any kind, pursue some kind of creative dream, you know, my advice is there's a few things. One, stay with that dream, right? As you get older, you know, all these external forces will come at you, and, you know, people saying, oh, are you sure you want to be a musician? You know, you might be broke your whole life, right? Or, you know, somebody saying like, oh, it's really competitive. Maybe you should go a safer route, you know? Maybe there's something more stable you could do, you know? Or you'll come across musicians that are way better than you, and all of a sudden you feel really small, you know? Through all of that, just stay with the dream. Hold on to the dream, protect it. Don't let other people take it away from you, because, you know, the most important thing is sticking with it. And, you know, to anybody saying, oh, maybe you should do something more stable, look at what's going on right now. honestly, with COVID and everything, nobody saw this coming. What is stable? We never know what the future holds. So if there's something that you're passionate about and something that you love, dive in and go full force and never let anybody take it away from you. And the other thing that I would say, as I mentioned earlier, I'm someone who was very afraid for a very long time to put my voice out into the world. And it took me a long time to get over that barrier of fear. And as soon as I did, everything started taking off in my life. Everything got better, and I became more authentically me, you know what I mean? And so I was holding myself back, and now I'm not. And the secret is too, I'm still scared, right? So I would say to anybody out there that has aspirations to do something like what I'm doing, it's okay to be scared, but don't let that fear stop you, right? Be scared, but still do it anyway. Put one foot in front of the other, put your voice out in the world. We need your voice, and everybody has a unique voice and something special to offer. So
that's awesome. That was perfect, man. That is awesome. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, man.
Let's get to the moment that we've been waiting for, right?
Yes.
I think everybody's been waiting for, right? And
yes,
we are gonna put Harry Mack's rapping to the test here, okay?
Yes.
On Toyquest101. Now, we're going to challenge you a little bit because we want this to go viral. Not only for Toyquest101, but we wanted to go viral for Harry Mack. So you know how that one video hit 100 views and now you're starting to get up? I want this to be your best video, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
So on our show, we like to have celebrities and guests come on to the show to inspire kids and people who are watching, right?
Right.
So there's 5 celebrities that we loved. They're like our top 5, right?
Yeah.
That we always wanted to have on our show.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they do have some tie-in with music. So
right.
It's kind of funny that we have you on the show. So I'm going to drop these 5 names.
Okay.
Right? And these are the names that you're going to use in your rap. So, Ileana, why don't you do the first one?
Millie Bobby Brown.
So, Millie Bobby Brown. Do you know who she is from Stranger Things? She was 11.
Right.
She loves music and she loves rap. True story. She rapped on Jimmy Fallon's
oh, really?
The Monster. Yeah, it's a YouTube video out there, and she absolutely killed it. So, Millie Bobby Brown, who played 11.
Millie Bobby Brown, all right.
Yep. Hugh Jackman, which is Wolverine, who played Wolverine.
Okay.
He was in The Greatest Showman, does a lot of Broadway musicals, loves to sing. Awesome guy. He has the Laughing Man coffee cup, which is a foundation for him. So we definitely love him. Ileana, who do you got next?
John Cena.
So John
Cena,
which is an awesome wrestler. He has most Make-A-Wish foundations out there. So the guy is truly awesome. And guess what? His first gimmick into the WWE was the Doctor of Thugonomics. He came in as a freestyle rapper, not John Cena. He was a freestyle rapper. That was his gimmick for the first.
That's crazy.
True story.
That's crazy.
The next person, since we're from New Jersey and Philly's right next door, is Will Smith.
Hey.
Obviously, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He raps. Great dude. He's always on social media influencing a lot of people.
Yes.
And, last but not least, the #1 person that we've always wanted to have on our show, which is the reason why I have this. And he influences a lot of people. He's not only a great wrestler, not only is he a great person because he inspires so many people out there. And I mean, he's just amazing.
Yeah.
Little guy you might not know of. The Rock.
Yes.
The Rock Johnson, right?
Yes.
So those are our 5 list of celebrities that we always dreamed of having on our show.
Amazing.
And if you want to throw a couple other words out there, you can add Toyquest101, since that's our show.
Yep.
Autism awareness.
Yep.
Invitation, and you can drop our names, Miguel and Ileana.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Awesome.
Now, while you do this, since we're a toy show, we're going to help this music video, right? Because I feel like this is a music video since we have both Toyquest101 and Harry Mack on. While you drop their names, for example, if you say Wolverine or if you say Hugh Jackman, we're going to go ahead and show an awesome toy because we are a toy show. So everybody that you say, we're going to go ahead and put something on screen to kind of show our viewers what our show's about because we review toys and stuff like that. So
I love it. I love it. Let's do it. I'm ready, man. I think so. I'm ready. All right. Should I drop a beat?
Go ahead.
All right, let's get it.
Floor is yours.
Hey, 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 come on, hey, Toyquest101, Harry Mack, we about to get it done, come on, hey, come on, hey, come on, all right, check it out, all the way live freestyle off the top of the dome, we about to do this, hey, turn your volume up, listen, yeah, people know I got the godly sound. Shouts out to Millie, Bobby Brown. Mac, I'ma send MCs to heaven. Yeah, control it with my mind like my name was 11. Yeah, can't rearrange my dreams. I'ma make it in the game. I seen stranger things. Mac, call upon it, man. You know I kick an easy flow. Shouts to 11 was killing it on the TV show. I'm known for true rapping. I'ma send some peace signs out to Hugh Jackman. Yeah, y'all know that I control the scene. My bar sharp as the knuckles of Wolverine. Let's go. Y'all know they thought he was the truest weirdo till he showed up in the cape as a superhero. Shout to Wolverine popping up and slicing ya. They saying Harry Mack ain't no one is ya. My flow is water like Aquafina. Never wrestle with words, but shout to John Cena. I'ma put it down for my people making money. He came into the game as the doctor of thugonomics. Yeah, I come off the tip, I'm about to win it. My flavor is infinite. He came in with the gimmick. Yeah, ain't never timid. He was a freestyler. I gotta hook up with John Cena and go wilder. Yeah, I plug it to the system, then I kill this. I'm trying to get more famous than Will Smith. Yeah, hey yo, you know that he's a factor. Ill rapper and an even better actor. Yeah, I'm about to make you well aware. He was a prince, representing live from Bel Air. Yeah, you done seen it. Y'all know how it goes. I'ma break it down like Will Smith with the flows. East Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. I know the theme song. Hey yo, they thinking that they better, they can dream on. Rappers claim they better, I think he's wrong. Mac, make it happen, man. I know that they don't want none. Harry Mack the rock, kinda like Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, hey yo, y'all know I drop better words. My lyrics are cleverer. You know he's the wrestler, holding it down forever. This here is the rebirth. Shouts to the rock, now we holding up the t-shirt. Hey, you know that I terrorize the song form. I'm bucking you down like Longhorns when I'm on it. Y'all know I'm be having fun, getting it done. Reppin' Toyquest101. Yeah, I got all the lyrics you enjoy. Just like girls and boys be loving toys. Y'all know that I'm blessed. Hey, what do y'all suggest? Hey, kinda like this company, I'm staying on the quest. Hey, do it for my people, man. Y'all know we get it done. Toyquest101, man, we shining like the sun. Come on, yeah, I got the flow y'all should cherish. We on the video, spreading the awareness of autism, helping you listen. I got the vision. Hey, yo, I told you we gon' break our mental prison of the fear. Just to make it clear, dog, we still here. Y'all know when I spit my bars, they be sharper than spears. Yeah, I'ma kill the game cause I really wanna. Shout out to Miguel and shouts to Liliana. H Mac, hold it down with my new friends, new fam, till the moment when the beat ends. Yeah, kill the session, y'all know that it's vital. We did the video, I just hope it goes viral. Come on.
Let's go! Let's go! Whoa, man,
thank you.
That was beyond perfect. That was more than what I was even expecting, man. And I hope our viewers got to see that this guy is real. Nick Cannon, give this guy a job in Wild 'N Out or something, man. Jesus.
Let's go.
Woo!
Man, Nick, what's up?
Man, somebody's got to give you a call already, man. Let's do something, man. That was amazing,
man.
dude. Thank
I
you
appreciate
so much, man.
No, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Really appreciate both of you for having me on, and I think it's really incredible work that you're doing. So,
Thank you.
so keep shining and keep doing what you do.
Thank you, man. And thank you for believing in us. Thank you for supporting kids with autism and special needs. Again, for all your viewers out there, Toyquest101 viewers, Harry Mack viewers, we're going to be dropping all the links and bios to both Toyquest101 and Harry Mack in the bio of this video. And Ileana, why don't you tell everybody where they can find us?
You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And Harry Mack, why don't you go ahead and put your plug in there as well?
Yes, Harry Mack, across the board on all socials, HarryMack. Check me out.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching Toyquest101. Harry Mack, thank you again. And we'll see you guys on our next episode of Toyquest101. Bye, guys.
Bye.